You see who that is? Huh? It's your mom!
In my last video, I made a vow to watch more TV shows in 2025, and I guess I must have said that as a shooting star went by, because after I posted that video, several shows either got announced or released. To put in perspective, we are only 1 month into 2025, and we already have confirmed Creature Commandos, Skeleton Crew, Castlevania Nocturne Season 2, Reacher Season 3, Invincible Season 3, Andor Season 2, and Last of Us Season 2. And that's just what's been announced. So, let's kick off this year with James Gunn's newest project, Creature Commandos, which is a show that I wasn't really excited for, but one that I ended up having some fun with. It's a deeply flawed show, and it is extremely hit and miss, but it still carries some of that James Gunn charm. The story follows the Creature Commandos, who are a team of superpowered creatures who are tasked with protecting a princess from a new villain. I won't spoil what happens for anyone who wants to watch the show, but just know that there's more to the story than just the princess. Each episode serves as a backstory for each of the characters, with varying levels of quality. The characters are probably the weakest aspect of the show, with some having really interesting stories while others are seemingly there for no reason. At first, I didn't like the animation, but after a while, it kinda grew on me, which is how I feel about the whole show. The action is fun and wonderfully gory, and some of the character stories are really well done, but only some. The appeal of James Gunn's style is how he can effortlessly blend over-the-top comedy and serious heart-wrenching moments together, and while this show does have some of that, it's not as effortlessly done as his other works. Sometimes the comedy was absolutely hilarious, and other times it fell completely flat. Sometimes the characters' backstories would be really gripping and heartfelt, and other times they would be dull and boring. This show is also the introduction to the James Gunn DCU, I think. Honestly, I can't keep track of the DCU anymore, and this show didn't really help, featuring characters from the old DCU as well as having returning characters with a different look, which makes the whole thing super confusing. I'll give some props to James Gunn for trying to make something out of the mess that was the DCU, but I can't help but think that it would have been better to just do a complete reset, starting fresh, rather than this half reset, which keeps some characters the same and changes others. In summary, Creature Commandos is a fun show, but it's also a show that doesn't always hit the mark. It was still entertaining enough to not make it a chore to get through, but I can't help but think that there was some missed potential with this series. I'm still cautiously optimistic about this new DCU, and we won't really have a good idea of how it's going to turn out until Superman comes out. And I have a feeling that both that movie and the new Fantastic Four movie will determine not only the fate of those respective cinematic universes, but also the fate of comic book movies as a whole. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. That's all I got for now. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that bell icon to be notified for whenever I make a new video. The next review should be Wolfman, so if you're interested in that, or interested in supporting the channel more, then turn on notifications and check out my other videos. Okay, that's it. Bye.